Hey guys, you know it, Jiggin Jerry here. Well, hey, in this episode, we're going to discuss what's going on out here in the low country at the Mount Pleasant Pier through winter. Now, you know, we went through December, we've gone through January, we're now into February, and the winter has been rough. You know, we primarily fish for spotted seatrout and sheephead this time of year. And, you know, for a little while we were doing great. As you can see here, we were catching some trout, and we've got some fantastic sheephead. But what has happened? So hang in there, and we'll go through it, and I'll give you an update of what's going on. All right.
Hey guys, you know it, Jiggin Jerry here. Well, hey, I'm in Mount Pleasant on the Mount Pleasant Pier. And, you know, the Charleston Harbor, the temperature of the water has warmed up. It's about 51 degrees. Now, of course, recently, you probably know, and if you don't, I'll explain it to you, there had been a fish kill. Now, of course, the fish kill was brought on by the water temperature dropping down to around 42 degrees. Now, when the water temperature drops down to about 42 degrees, especially quickly after the cold front that had come in, there's a lot of especially juvenile fish and species that get affected, and it will actually kill them off. Now, spotted sea trout here in the low country is one of those, okay? Now, DNR has put out a report about the fish kill, and they are asking for a voluntary catch and release on spotted sea trout. Now, I'd like to promote that for more than one reason. It's not just the sea trout that die off in drastic water temperature drops like that, okay? You got your red drum do it. I have spotted sheephead as well, younger sheephead, you know, up to at least 14 inches, which is keeper size here in South Carolina. I've found them dead, washed up on the beach. I've spotted dead red drum within the 23 to 25 inch range, washed up in the grass lines, and of course some spotted sea trout. So personally, I would ask, if you could and you're not starving to death and you really don't need the fish, if you can, try to catch and release. Especially good size trout, you know, slot reds that, as far as the red drum go, you know, red drum has a slot, it's a slot fish. You know, you can only keep 23 inches down to 15 inches in that slot range. So they already have a breeding range where the spotted sea trout they're not a slot fish here, okay? You're allowed to keep 14 inches and up in the low country. Now, if you catch a 20-inch trout, especially a female, can lay a lot of eggs. And that's going to be very important as we approach their next seasons, okay, coming up in the spring, and their egg laying. So if you can release a lot of breeders, that's going to help bring the species back after a disaster like this, okay? Anyway, so what's been going out here at the Mount Pleasant Pier? Well, earlier through January, when the water was 44 degrees, this is what I did. Check this out. Cold out here. Catch me a nice winter red in the evening. Whew, look at this bad boy. Gotta get a net on him. Okay. Wow. That water's only 46 between 44 and 46 degrees. It's about 44 right now. Whew, let me show you this guy. He's definitely cold. Got him on a slim swims. Little gold flake. Out here in the evening. Nice sunset right there, check it out. The Mount Pleasant Pier. And there he is, it's beautiful. Now, that's a nice slot size. I could keep him, but you know what? I'm trying to promote fish release right now because of the cold temperatures, so I'm gonna let him go. What a beauty. And gone, guys. He go ahead and swim away. Come on, camera. Another thread, guys. On a slim swim. See if we can get him in too. The sun's way down now. How you doing? Bigger than the other one. Thank you. Turned out to be a good day after all. Wow, I barely had him hooked. My slim swims came right out. Oh, he's a lot cleaner than the other one. He's really pretty. Look at how pretty he is. He's moving really slow. It's really cold. Beautiful fish. Again, I gotta let him go in the net because it's too shallow to just drop him in that water right now. So I'm gonna let him go in the net like the other one. Drop this net down and I'll let him come out. There. safe way of releasing them. Again, I could have kept them. They were in slot, but it's cold. Got a beautiful sunset over here. Check this out. The way, of course, the sun went down further from the last clip, but nice purple and red sky there. So I'm gonna dry off here. See if I can get me another one before it's pitch black out here. It's not bad for being after all the snowstorm and everything else, and that water being only about 44 degrees right now. I'm actually doing pretty good. Alright, did you like that? I'll tell you, it's surprising when you can find fish like that in water that cold. And as you can see, they barely could fight whatsoever. And I had to delicately release those fish in order for those fish to survive. And, it's just crazy. Now, has there been much biting out here at the Mount Pleasant Pier? No. We are coming into February, and there is nothing really biting right now around the pier. I've been trying for sheephead. Of course, I'm using fresh clam, a few other things. I'm casting artificials, and still hunting for some trout here recently. Got a few small bites, haven't landed anything. So, is it really worth coming out here and giving it a try in the cold? Well, that's up to you if you want to come out here in the cold and give it a try. Now, upcoming out here on the pier, if, a lot of people have asked me, they're asking me about rods and reels. Everybody wants to know what I use and why I like to use it, and what are they used for, and what's the best for this, and what's the best for that, as far as my opinion goes. Now, a lot of people know I love to use the Quantum Smoke. It's a fantastic inshore reel. I love casting rods. There's a number of rods and reels that I use, okay? So I'll go through that list. Recently, I got into Cadence, and Cadence rod and reels. The bang for the buck, oh my word, the quality is just sensational. I will cover that and how I think it handles the fish. I'm eager to test it on a lot of different species, including a shad run that I'm going for here soon. So, hey, if you're a subscriber, look forward to that upcoming show. I'm working on it. It's going to take a little bit. This is our slow time of year. And so I want to cover a lot of these issues and show some good fights with a lot of different fish. And for those of you that aren't subscribers, hey, just come back anytime you want and check it out. So let me show you this last little bit of footage of some fish here, because we're all eager to catch some fish, and they've been hard to come by lately. And catch y'all later. tough guy. Pretty one. Little male. It's the same one he wanted to rematch. He got away the first time. It's a little one. It's a little one.
Well, all right, guys. As you can see, hey, this winter, there have been some trout. You know, we did great with some sheephead. It has been rough, but you know what? March is right around the corner. The temperatures are going to rise. Spring's going to be on its way, and hopefully everything kicks up and we can all have a great time. Well, hey, for those of you watching the show for the first time, don't forget, look down. There is a subscribe button. And for those of you that are subscribed, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the winter. Now, I'm going to end the show with a little tip for all my fans out there and the newcomers, and I hope it helps, and I will see you all next time. Take care.
Well, all right, guys. How about I end this show with a tip of the month? How's that? I'm going to give you a tip of the month. I'm going to show you my Jiggin Jerry's snail knot that I use to tie my hooks on. How's that? Check this out. I hope it works for you. Give it a try. I try to show it as simple as I can, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Okay, you're going to take your line, hold your hook up straight just like this. You're going to take it, put your line right down through the hook. Make sure the hook's all the way up at the top. Pull your line over, take your 2 fingers, put it around the hook. Bring your line up over, come over and bring your line just here over the eye. Come over, put 1 finger, hold that. You're going to wrap down at least 5 times. Then when you roll your fingers forward, open up, there's a loop. Take your line, stick it through that loop, and then just pull. There you go. Store-bought. That simple. I hope that helps you all out. Later. That's all right. Hey, there's more than one. Get back on them.